Alright, here's the two problems that you sent me. You have this one, and so the best way to look at this is that you're trying to multiply this out, and so if you have like a normal math problem, you're gonna have just like, let's say like 37 times 8, for an example. Just getting rid of this 4, and that's like a simple math problem, because you would multiply these two first, and then you would multiply the 3 and 8, because 7 times 8 is 56. So you'd have your 6, and then you would carry your 5 up, just like you would do with any math or addition problem. Like, let's say you have 19 plus 6. You would have 6 plus 9, which gives you 15. You would have 5, and you would carry the 1, so then the 1 adds to the 2, which gives you 25. But with multiplication, that 5 is going to wait until you times these two. So 3 times 8 is going to give you 24, and 24 plus 5 is going to give you 29. So then 29, so now you're just going to literally bring that down, and the answer is 296. And let me... Alright, so now after that, it's gonna we can come back to this. So now we kind of treat this how we treated this. So you have 7 times 8, which is 56. So 6, and you're going to carry your 5 up here. Then you're going to do your simple. You're going to time these first, and then you're going to times these. So then 8 times 3 is 24, and you're going to add your 5, which is going to give you 296. And now, every time you start on, so now after you do this number, you're going to go to your next number and treat it like you would this. So that's why they're doing 37 times 4. That's why in your, next to the boxes that they have, which is kind of weird, they're having like 37 times 8, and they're writing 37 times 4, is because basically they're breaking this down just up here. So now you're going to do your 4 times 7, which is going to give you 28. But you don't just write the 8 right here. You first, when you're starting a new row, you're adding a 0. So then 28, you're adding a 2. And then that 2, from the 28, you're going to cross your 5 off and bring your 2 up here, because you already used this 5. And now your 2 is your remainder that's left over. So then you do 4 times 3, which is 12. And then 12 plus 2 is 14. So then you're going to bring down your 1 and your 4, because there's nothing left to time, so you're just going to bring the whole remainder down. You're not going to carry the 1 up to anything else. So now once you have this, then you're going to draw right across, and it turns into a simple addition problem. So 6 plus 0 is 6. 9 plus 8 is going to give you 17. And now since that's 7, now you're going to carry the 1 up here. So 1 and 2 is 3. 3 plus 4 is 7. And then your 1 is added to nothing. So now it's just going to be 1. So your answer is 1,776. And I'm just going to make sure I'm correct. And I am correct. Alright, so that's your answer to this. So basically, if you were to do it without this mess, you would look at it like this: 37 and 48. So 8 times 7 is going to give you 56. You're going to bring the 6 down. You're going to bring up the 5 right here. Now you're going to do 3 times 8, which is 24. 24 plus 5 is 29. Then, since you're starting a new row, you're going to do a 0. Then you're going to do 4 times 7, which is 28. And also cross the 5 off, because it's gone. You already used it. So 4 times 7 is 28. So you're going to bring your 8 down here, and you're going to bring the 2 back up here. Your 4 times 3 is 12. Going to add the 2 to that. 12 plus 2 is 14. Going to that. Put 14 down there, because there's nothing else to times. Going to add it together. 6. 9 plus 8 is 17. Going to carry the 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. And 3 plus 4 is 7. And then you're going to just bring your 1 down, because there's nothing to add it to. And then that's your answer, 1,776. Now, for the next problem you sent me, you have 5 and 2. which I will actually send that in a different video, so this video ain't so long.